Hey everyone, I am popping in for a surprise live, and probably by now most of you all know that if it's a surprise live, it's going to be talking about a change that's going on. And thankfully their changes lately have all been for the good. So I'm very excited to talk about some changes that you all will see if you come to Mass this weekend. So I wanted to kind of give everybody a heads up, a little advance notice, that sort of thing. So let's talk about some things that are changing for our weekend masses. The big one, is we have moved around some of the seats in the church itself. And the purpose for that was to try to allow for more seating of people during the weekend masses, break up some of the really, really long rows that made it more difficult to seat smaller families in them while still maintaining social distance. So I'm going to flip the camera around and kind of show you all what I'm talking about. So here we go. So instead of having 5 sections within the church, now we have 7. So over here, this is where the altar servers used to sit. We would have sections of 3s and 2s, and then we've got a bigger section that has just a variety of number of seats for for families of all sizes to sit in. The middle sections mainly have 4 to 5 to 3 kind of groupings for families. And then we have 2 different sections over here as well to accommodate larger families and smaller families alike. And then of course we've got seating under the windows. So why did we do this? The main thing is to try to get as many people into the church while we maintain social distancing, and basically just to try to open it up for a little bit more normalcy. Because with this, we are able to have open seating for the masses. We still ask that you sign up online. That helps us plan and make sure that we have the accommodations correct, but we will no longer be pre-seating anyone. So the seats are going to be like they used to be. It's open seating, first come, first serve. You can come in. There will still be greeters and ushers at the door to help you. And we do ask that if you're a group of 1 or 2 or 3, that you sit in rows that accommodate 1, 2, or 3, depending on it. And that rows that have 5 or more, leave those for the larger families if you can. That just helps us be able to seat everybody and accommodate as many families as possible. Also with the seating, we were able to open up several of our pews under the windows, so that will allow for additional seating and additional flexibility. So that's really what we're aiming here for. We are going to try to get as close back to what we like to call normal, whatever that was, and whenever that was, before the pandemic. So everything we're doing is trying to inch us back toward normalcy. So what's changed? You can now come on the weekend, open seating, first come, first serve. The arrangement has changed. You'll get to see that when you come this weekend. And communion will be slightly different. Because we've broken it up into smaller sections, everyone will be advised when you arrive which way you're going to go, and you're going to circle around like we used to do. So you no longer have to wait for an usher to tell you when to go. We are going to go section by section so that people aren't crossing in front of each other too much. But all of that will really become evident and self-explanatory when you arrive for Mass. So don't worry too much about communion. We will explain it when you get here. What's staying the same? We still have the online sign-ups. We encourage you to still sign up online. That gives us an idea of how many people are coming. It's very helpful for us. But again, we will not be preceding you. The ushers and the greeters are still going to be there to help you, especially those that might come a little later when the seats are starting to fill up. We will be here to help you find a seat. Don't worry about that. And of course, masks and social distancing, nothing like that changes. So please be sure to wear your mask. And all of the groupings that we have are 6 feet from each other. We will still have rows that are marked that, the row is closed for social distancing. That's because we can't store all of our chairs in the back room, but we do have the back room pretty much chock full of all the other chairs that are missing. So hopefully this has been helpful. Drop a comment down below if you have any questions. Again, we're always here to help. Let us know what you need to come back to Mass if you haven't made it yet. Let us know what you're enjoying. Let us know what you're missing. Anything and everything that you can tell us is helpful. So drop it in the comments. Send me an email at aburton@cdlex.org, and I'll see you at Mass.